Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining this morning. So today we're going to do a 30 minutes wake up energizing morning yoga flow. So it's going to be a little bit more energetic and just a good way to get your day started with positive energy. And yeah, it should be not too hard, but still a little bit more active than the usual. So before we start, obviously, we're going to go ahead and sit down. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seat. If you need to, go ahead and sit on a cushion and just close your eyes. And we're going to take the time to center ourselves before we go into the movements. Bring your hands down on your knees. And go ahead and straighten your back. Sit up nice and tall and release your shoulders down. Focus on the point in between your eyebrows. And just as we start here, I just want you to take a moment to ask yourself how you're starting the day, how you feel. What's your state of mind? It's always good to ask yourself how you feel before you start the day, before you start rushing into different tasks. So whatever it is that you have in your mind, if any things that you have to do come into your mind or thoughts, just remind yourself that right now you're only sitting and breathing. That's the only thing that you're doing at this present moment. And essentially, it's the only thing that really matters because that's where you are right now. So just remind yourself of that. And thank yourself for taking the time to come on the mat, even if it's just for 30 minutes this morning. These 30 minutes will actually make a huge difference for the rest of your day. Now let's bring our attention to our breath. We're going to start taking some nice and deep breaths in and out. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So I want you to inhale deeply and then really let it out strongly through the mouth. So go ahead and inhale, let it all go in all the way through the abdomen. And out through the mouth. Don't hesitate to make noise when you let it out through the mouth. Inhale. Open your mouth and let it out. Inhale again. Letting it all out. Starting to get the energy moving through the breath. And now just breathe in and out through your nose, nice and slow. Inhale on 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One last time. Inhale 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the next inhale, go ahead and open your eyes again. And we're going to take a big inhale, reach up with our arms, interlace our fingers, and point the index finger out. And exhale, point over to our left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, point over to the right. Feel your ribcage expanding on the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to left. Inhale to center. Exhale to right. Keeping both sitting bones grounded. One more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale to left. Inhale to center. And exhale to right. Inhale back to center. And bring your arms back down. And we're going to go ahead and come onto hands and knees. So open your legs, hips distance, and plant your hands into the ground. I want you to inhale and reach forward with your left arm, and your back leg, the right back leg comes back, pointing back towards the wall behind you. Reaching, your abdomen is tight so you're not going like over curving in your back. And exhale, bring it all in. Bring the leg and the arm in and try to have that knee coming towards your nose. Push into the hand, into the ground, and inhale, reach out again. Exhale, bring it all in, round your back. Inhale, reach out again. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Always with the breath. If I'm going too fast, you can go slower. Always go at your own rhythm. And feel the heat that's starting to circulate in your body. A couple more times here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. And bring your knee and hand back down. And we're going to come to the other side. So go ahead and press into your left arm in the ground. Inhale and reach with your arm and point with that foot back behind you. It doesn't need to be high up, more or less parallel to the ground. And exhale, bring it all in, round your back. Inhale out. Exhale everything in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale, reach out. Bring your lower belly in. Your glute is working hard. And exhale, bring it all in. Should feel a lot of heat in your arm and your leg. Go ahead a couple more times here. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. And exhale everything in. And go ahead and take a little child's pose. Extend your arms out in front of you. Bring the forehead to the ground. You can also bring your arms back behind you and let the shoulders come down to the ground. Feel all that wonderful heat that's been created by the movement. And go ahead and come back up. Bring your hands out towards the front of the mat. Tuck your back toes in. Exhale and come into downward facing dog. So push into your hands and feet. And go ahead and pedal your legs right and left, bending the legs. Waking up the hamstrings. Release your head down. You can shake your head a little bit, yes and no, at the same time to release your neck. Open those shoulders away from the ears, like if you're trying to bring the outside of your arms down towards the ground. And go ahead and come to center. Bend both legs. And with the exhale, straighten them so that your heels are gradually coming towards the ground. If you're not able to straighten the legs entirely, that's fine. That's actually better for your back. Make sure you're sending your sitting bones up towards the sky. And with the next inhale, go ahead and bring your right leg in between your hands to the front of the mat. And we're coming to a high lunge. And bring your arms up towards the sky. Bend in that front leg. You can just see your front toe and your knee is over your heel. And feel that nice opening in the hip flexor. Open your chest. And exhale all the way back down. With your hands on either side of your foot. Push into your hands and bring your leg back and come into a three-legged dog. So bring the right leg up, straight up towards the ceiling. Slowly, don't make it abrupt. And go ahead and bend that leg and start making circles with your knee so that you're opening, warming up the hips here. Try to make sure you're really pressing into the ground with your hands so that your shoulders are facing the ground. And reverse that circle the other way. And straighten the leg back up again. And bring it back down. Now go ahead and inhale and bring your left leg to the front of the mat and come into a high lunge. So reach up with your arms towards the ceiling. Bend into that front leg. Have those hips facing the front of the mat. And open through your chest. Depending on your balance today, you can either look in front of you or up towards the ceiling. And focus on the sensations through your body. How are the different parts of your body feeling as you wake up? And exhale down, bring your hands down on the mat on each side of your foot. Press into your hands and come into a three-legged dog on the other side. So slowly bring that leg up towards the sky. And go ahead and bend the leg and make circles on the other side. Make circles with your knees. So you're warming up the hip socket. And opposite way with that circle. Go ahead and straighten that leg again. And bring it down. And this time again, bring the right foot to the front of the mat. And go ahead and shift to the side. So your toes are going to face the side of the mat. And bring your chest to the side of the mat. And go ahead and bend into that right leg. So you want to really open that leg so that your knee is aligned with your toes. Bend to one side and then over to your left side. Bend into the left leg, straighten the right. So we're bending from one side to the other. We're not going too low yet. And you can use the support of your hands under you at the beginning. Inhale as you come up and exhale as you come down on the other side. And gradually you can let your hips come lower down towards the ground. And the foot from the straight leg the toes of that foot can come off the ground. Of course, if you're not able to bring your hips down low, that's also perfectly fine. You can use the support of your hands. And come from one side to the other. Breathing slowly. If you have the strength and it doesn't cause any pain in your knees, you can do this without the hands on the ground. So you can bring your hands in prayer and push yourself up and back down without using your hands. So you'll have to work in your legs a little bit more. Inhale up, exhale down. And come back, bending into your right leg. And settle yourself down if you need to. If you have a block, you can sit on the block if that helps. Go ahead and bring your hands in prayer. And I want you to open your arms on either side. So your right arm comes down on the ground, pressing against your knee. And the left comes back behind you towards the ceiling. And just look up gently behind you, opening up and engaging all the way from the bottom of the spine up to the top of your head. You should feel a nice freeing sensation in your lower back. And bring your hands back in prayer or down on the ground and push up. Come down to the other side. Settle yourself down on a block if you need to, or a cushion, whichever you have. And open your arms. Press that left shoulder into the left knee. Bring the fingers on the ground and open the other arm back behind you towards the ceiling. And look up. Focus on the different sensations in your back. Does it feel different on this side than the other? And go ahead and come back to center. Bring your hands in prayer. And just go ahead and sit down. And we're going to come into a nice forward fold. So go ahead and plant your left foot in your groin here. So the heel should be touching at your groin. And the right leg is straight. You can take your sitting bones out from under you, make space. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Flex that right foot. And exhale forward. And you can bring your hands down on your leg, on your knee. If you're able to reach your toes, that's great. However, don't focus on that. Focus on bringing your chest forward and your stomach down to touch your leg. So that's better than your forehead coming down on your knee and you rounding your back too much. You want to have your spine extended, reaching forward as much as possible. Especially if it's the first movements you're doing in the morning. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient. It's better than being abrupt and then having some kind of injury and having to then be patient with your body until it recovers. Now we're going to take a little bit of a twist. So go ahead and reach either on the side of your leg or the side of your foot, outside of it. And twist over to your right side. So reach with your right hand back behind you and twist. So just take a minute to see whatever it's best for you to plant your fingers on your leg. And come back to center, and we're going to go ahead and switch. So plant the right foot touching your left leg. So you have here, same thing, the heel touching at the groin. Make sure that's comfortable for your knee. You can always put your knee down on a cushion or a block so it's not too tight. Take the sitting bones out from under you, make space. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling and forward. And go ahead and grab onto wherever you can reach, either your leg or your foot, toes. And come forward with your chest. Imagine that you're engaging from the tips of your toes all the way to the top of your head. Inhale, come up and reach onto the outside of your foot or the outside of your leg with your right hand. Open your chest and reach back with your left fingers back behind you and twist your left side. And release. Come back to center. And go ahead and come to standing. Come to the front of your mat. Bring your legs together. And feet are touching. We're going to come into chair pose. So go ahead and inhale, swipe your hands down towards the ground. Bend into your knees. Sit down into your heels. Reach up towards the ceiling. Try to tuck in that lower belly so that your back is not curving in too much. Try to have that neutral spine. Try to imagine like you're tucking your bum in. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale, come back to standing. Go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back. Open your feet slightly, hips distance apart. And forward bend. So let your hands come up and overhead. Have a little bend in your knees so that you feel that connection of your stomach onto your legs. And release your head. Feel the weight of your body coming down towards the ground.
and come up. So imagine someone's pulling from your hands and bringing you up slowly. Inhale up. And feel the blood rushing all the way down back to your feet. And go ahead and shake it out. So I want you to twist, let your arms sway from side to side, bouncing back and front. And really let it go. No control in the arms here. And slowly come back to center. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to come in, lie on your backs. Slowly slowing yourselves down again. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Roll a little bit from side to side. And take a little twist to finish off. Just make sure that back is nice and free. So bend your right leg into your chest and extend the left leg out on the ground. Then go ahead and bring your right knee, over to your left side. Extend your right arm over onto the ground and look over to your right side. So let the weight of your knee come down to the ground and just gently bring it down with your hand, but no need to be abrupt or quick. Release your neck. Inhale, come back to center with the knee bent and straighten the right leg. Bend the left leg this time, hug it into your chest. And with the right hand, bring it over to your right side. And look over to your left side with the left arm extended down onto the ground. Relax your face. Just check if you're not clenching in your jaws. Relax your lips. And inhale, bring that knee back to center. And let's take a Shavasana. So straighten out your legs, open them out to the sides. Before you go ahead and rush into your day, please take a minute here to lie in Shavasana and just see how your body feels now after this short morning class. Take a big inhale, sigh out through the mouth. And again, inhale. One last time. And find stillness. Make sure you're relaxing all your muscles entirely, letting go, visually see your body completely relax into the ground and feel how it's melting into the ground. Feel those points of contact on the earth. And just take this minutes to not do anything but breathe. That's the only thing you're doing right now. So go ahead and stay as long as you feel like in Shavasana. Otherwise, start moving again. Take a big stretch out. However it feels good for you. If you even feel like yawning, go ahead and let it all out. Roll over to one side. And whenever you're ready, join me back into seated position. And we're just going to finish off with 3 ohms. Just make sure we have all those good vibrations going. Bring your hands in prayer. Take a big inhale. 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 Namasté. Thank you for joining the class today. I hope you feel nice and energetic and ready for your day. So this is a donation-based class, so there is a link in the description of the video to make a donation. So feel free to contribute to help me out to keep on giving you all these videos and these classes that you can do from home. I'll be seeing you very soon for the next class, and I wish you a very beautiful day.